So what is the senior phase in Scotland designed to offer young people? Well, the senior phase clearly comes after the broad general education of S1 to S3, so it builds on what you experience in the first 3 years of high school. In S1 and S2, you experience many different subjects so that you can find out what you like and identify your strengths. And then you personalise your timetable a bit in S3, but when you move into S4 and then into S5 and S6, you choose what you like and what you're good at, and you learn much more about subjects. And what you learn takes you much deeper into the ideas, the concepts and the theories. If you work hard, you'll leave with the qualifications that will take you on to the next stage, whatever that might be. And also, as you gain your qualifications, you develop the skills that you need, whether you decide to continue with learning or to go into work. And skills such as problem solving, independence, resilience, they're all skills that will help you through whatever life might throw at you. So what do you have to do in the way of subjects? Well, in S4 you have to do English. Beyond S4 you continue with English until you've reached as high a level of qualification in English as you can. And it's exactly the same with maths. And you continue with PSE and PE to support your health and well-being. What else will you do? Well, in S4 you will do 4 subjects in addition to maths and English. In S5 and S6 you will have 6 choices which may continue to include maths and English. Going into S4 you will probably choose from the subjects you're studying in S3, but if your interests have changed you do have the opportunity to start afresh with a new subject if you really want to, but you must be prepared to put in the extra work that will be needed at the start to catch up. Will there be some new subjects for you to choose from? Most certainly yes. Look at the list of interesting things you can do. Now, they're not all available from S4, but some are, and it's good for you to look ahead and consider how your courses might pan out over all the years of the senior phase. Think about what you want to do when you leave school. How are you going to get there? You don't need to do everything in the 1 year, remember. And if you've little idea about where you want to end up in leaving school, just keep your options open and choose subjects from different areas of the school. Is there anything else new that you can do in the senior phase? Well, yes, there are all sorts of opportunities to do your learning outside the classroom, if that's the sort of thing that suits you. There's subjects you can do run by teachers in the school, such as beekeeping and Duke of Edinburgh, as well as other ways you can learn outside the classroom, for example, by taking on a college course or a foundation apprenticeship. I'm going to start with college courses first. Now, in normal times, if you want to do a college course, you would leave school and travel to one of the Edinburgh College campuses on a Tuesday and a Thursday afternoon. There are a few courses which run on a Friday afternoon. Now, you must be committed to take on one of these college courses. Again, in normal times, you won't be back at school until around 4:30, and then you'll still have to get home. And lunch can be a bit of a rush, but it's worth it if you want to do one of the interesting courses that's on offer. Have a look at the option form for the college courses that are open to you, and also look at the Edinburgh College website where you'll get a full description of the different courses available. A word of warning about college courses. As a result of the COVID situation, some courses over the last couple of sessions have been taught partially or completely online. Looking forward, everyone is trying to be positive about how all things COVID will progress, but should the situation deteriorate, there is the possibility that the college will reinstate online delivery. Should this happen, you'll have to be good with online learning technology and organised and independent enough to make a success of this kind of learning. Hopefully though, all will be well in the months to come. If you do choose a college course, you must also make a second choice, as acceptance in a college course is subject to a school and college application process, and you might not necessarily be successful in your request. I mentioned something before, called a foundation apprenticeship, and I want to explain to you a little about FAs. This is a qualification that you choose for S5, but again, it is good to be aware of the possibilities that lie ahead and even now do a little bit of planning. First of all, the level of the qualification. Level 6 means an FA is the same level as higher. That means the same level of difficulty. But you'll be taught in a different way, and you'll learn quite differently from how you learn if you're doing, say, higher English. FAs have previously required a 2-year commitment, but 1-year FAs are being offered for the first time this session. Each FA focuses on a particular area of the job market. Some of the time you spend with what's called a learning provider. That's where you get the theory connected to the employment area. A learning provider in Midlothian could be Midlothian Council itself, or it could be Edinburgh College. The other type of input in the course comes from industry. You'll work in companies or workplaces connected to the subject of your FA, and you'll work with your experienced colleagues on real projects. In recent years, we've had pupils working at Microsoft in Edinburgh and local nurseries in Midlothian. This year, for the first time, we have young people in S5 working in Midlothian care homes as part of the FA in health and social care. So what do you get out of doing an FA? Well, from the quality work experience and the teaching, you learn the essential skills in specialised areas that employers want. And even if you decide you don't want to go into the area in which you did your FA, the skills you learn and the experience you gain will strengthen your CV or your personal statement for college or university. If you successfully complete your FA and you want to go onto a modern apprenticeship, immediately leaving school, your FA will support your application and you will actually have already completed some of the learning required for the modern apprenticeship, so you'll be ahead of the game. And if college or university is your thing, the FA qualification is recognised by all colleges and universities, but just a word of warning there, always check the university or college website for the specific entry requirements for any course in which you might be interested, or give them a phone. It could be the case, for example, that a university counts an FA as an entry qualification, but only if you're applying to study a course in the same area. It's hoped the Midlothian Council will continue to offer FAs, and you can see the current ones listed here. There are others available through Edinburgh College. The same health warning needs to go out here with regard to online delivery. Clearly, getting out into the workplace is important for these qualifications, and currently, most of the Dalkeith High School pupils undertaking an FA attend a work placement one afternoon in the week. Hopefully, over the course of the next few months, all courses will offer experience in a workplace setting. Moving on now to other types of qualification you can achieve in the senior phase. The ones you'll know most about are what are called the national qualifications, that is National 3, 4, 5, Higher and Advanced Higher. In normal times, there is no exam for National 3 and National 4 and exams for the other levels. I want to encourage you to think in terms of levels. So National 3 is level 3, National 4 is level 4, and so on up to Advanced Higher, that is level 7. Why is this? Why do I want you to think in terms of levels? Well, because you can do other kinds of qualifications in the senior phase, and you need to be able to compare them, the qualifications, with each other, so that you can judge difficulty, amount of work, and then make choices about what you want to do. There is something called the Scottish Credit and Qualifications Framework that will help you make sense of all the different types of qualification, and look in the option booklet for more information, and there's a website as well if you Google it. Okay, so one of the other types of courses, other than national qualifications, that we offer at Dalkeith High School in the senior phase is skills for work courses. These practical courses, which don't have an exam, all encourage you to practice the sort of skills needed no matter the particular job you do. So, for example, working as a team, using initiative, so on. You can practice these skills by choosing courses that focus on quite different areas of employment. and you can see here the ones we're offering in school. Another type of course you can do is one that leads to what is called a National Progression Award. Again, it's skills sought after by employers that you'll get, but this time what you achieve is linked to a workplace standard, so that if you put these qualifications down in an application form, an employer will know exactly the sort of skills you have and the level of those skills. NPAs are available at levels 2 to 6. And look here at what you can do in school. And what you can do in partnership with the college. The final type of course to look at is one that gets you an SQA Award. These courses help you develop personal skills you need when you leave school. And here's the courses you'll see in your option form. Right, you're probably wondering if your classes are going to be any different. Well, they could be. Apart from in English and Maths, you might be in a class with pupils from S5 and S6. That's because we group together all the people in the senior phase who want to do a particular subject and level and then divide them up. That way you've got more chance of getting to do the subjects you want to do. And remember, you need to be ready to have your learning organised by people other than your teachers, so for example college lecturers or employers. This is all quite a lot to take in, but there's plenty of support out there to help. Take on board what your teachers say in the report you'll be receiving just before the October break. Be ambitious about what you can achieve, but realistic about any barriers that could hold you back. Don't just look at course names on the option form. Take time to explore the course descriptions in the option booklet. Look at the careers videos available on the school website. The videos are made by employers and colleges and universities. They offer advice as well as inspiration. Your careers advisor, Barbara, is available for consultation. And in PSE, you'll be focusing on all matters course choice over the course of the next few weeks.